Hey David, it's Sunday the 13th. I am still in Ithaca, and good news, it's gorgeous outside. Um, I'm wearing shorts again, and I thought the Galapagos never come back. Um, on this week's Generation Jump, or I guess second Generation Jump this week, because I already uploaded my gargantuan Galapagos one earlier today, or just a few minutes ago actually, and now I'm doing this. We're going to talk about authenticity again. So, when I hear the word authenticity, I think of two different things. I think of the authenticity of, like the one you described last week, where it's based around, are the musicians actually playing real instruments? Do they have like a guiding hand in the music that's, under their name, or are people just doing it for them? And that's definitely an important aspect of music. But it brings up questions like, is sampling okay? And these popular songs that are on the radio now that use older songs, are they still considered music, or like the new musician's property? Like, how does that work? Um, but another form of authenticity that is often discussed is, does the singer, songwriter, whatever, have any business in singing or writing about what he is? So it's kind of like how we're discussing, or like how you were discussing, um, how you were discussing Nicki Minaj last week. That would be inauthentic because we're speaking about something that we don't know about. So it's like, are you really justified to sing or write about this topic? And that one is a little bit more interesting. It was a large portion of my writing seminar last semester, and for some reason, the topic of Bob Dylan kept being brought up in this vein. Uh, Now I know that we see Bob Dylan as authentic. He's a cornerstone of music because of his political folk and whatnot. But he was not a member of the social group that he sings for. He sings for, the lesser guy, the poor, unheard of man. But Bob Dylan himself was relatively well-to-do in his youth, um, wealthy-ish. He definitely was not part of the group he was representing. So a lot of people question his authenticity in that sense, and I don't know. Because of these two definitions, an artist can be authentic in one way and inauthentic in another. Um, I think the Nicki Minaj topic that you were speaking of is more the second definition, where she had no part in the pop game because she was so heavily embedded in the rap hip hop game. Um, and it really just, made both parties sour. But the Britney Spears is definitely more of the first one, although it could be considered the second. Very complicated. Um, yeah. So, do I think authenticity is important? Yes. Which authenticity is more important? Probably the latter to me. Um, it's like if I went on the street and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper today. I'm gonna sing about coming straight out of Compton. I have no business in that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it could sound good. I could produce every part of the song, but as would really ultimately mean absolutely nothing. And that's just not good music. Not good at all. Um, but yeah. So yeah, hope you like weigh in on this conversation. Which authenticity is more important to you? Is there really a difference? What do you think? The Bob Dylan part, obviously very important. Um, yeah. So I guess I'll make this one shorter because, the half-hour one I uploaded a few minutes ago. But yeah. So I'm back in Ithaca. It's warm, thank God. Although on Tuesday it's supposed to snow. These are still broken. That's fun. Um, on Tuesday it's supposed to snow, which is not fun. Um, it's pretty much like I've never left Ithaca. I came back, went right back into the swing of work, and hectic. Um, so yeah, nothing's really coming up except for Slope Day is going to be happening soon. It's pretty much the biggest day of the Cornell year, where artists are invited over to perform on the huge slope in the center of campus. And this year, Ludacris is headlining. Don't know how I feel about that one, but Matt and Kim is going to be one of the openers, and they have yet to decide the first opener. It's supposed to be like another smaller alternative band, but either way, it should be a fun time. It should be pretty hectic and crazy, and yeah. So, yeah, hope everything's going well with you, because everything's going well with me. I'll quasi see you next week when you weigh in on the authenticity. Bye.
I was up in my head.